All right. So there's been a big uproar so far and backlash about the posts that I've made pertaining to my family, right? I started off by posing the question. Y'all mad because it's right or because it's wrong? This family acts like family? This family feels like family? I'd love a show of hands. If anybody that is watching this feels like this family acts and feels like family, then let me know. Because I already spoken with several of you that already attested this family don't stick together. In fact, one of my cousins even said, this family only comes together because I said, oh, you can't be mad at people for having your back. This is family. She said, family only has my back when it comes down to something violent or some nonsense. And with that said, are you contributing to that very thing that you said, or are you against that? Are you living against what you said? This family don't feel like family no more. And I was brought up when this felt like people didn't know, people still don't understand why I love to come down to St. George. People in St. George complain about St. George, but I love my little escape to St. George. It's honestly more like how life was supposed to be anyway. We're supposed to have land, we're supposed to be in our gardens, we're supposed to be congregating together, we're supposed to be building a village, building our tribe, building our family. Seems like y'all outside of it. Now, I do understand this. Everyone is allowed to be selfish, okay? Everyone is allowed to be selfish. And I think that being that a lot of you who have a problem with the post have had way more family experience than I've had, so you may just be sick of them. You may be sick of even, I don't know what your efforts have been. I know what mine have been. I know I've reached out several times. I know all of my cousins know that I want to have a family reunion. I know my aunts know, my uncles know. I don't think anybody cares. How is it that this is family and we never had a family reunion? I still have family that I haven't met. This is whack, and this is not that hard or difficult. With all the years put together that we've never had one, we can't put something together. Just don't feel right. It's like, so I come to town, and as I'm riding around with my cousin, she lets them know, hey, Marquise in the car. And nothing, I go, hey, cousin. Hey. Oh, what I do to you? But it's okay. Maybe I'm just taking that too personal. But, you know what I'm saying? But now, all right, so now you know I'm around. What's up? Say hi. What's up? For a hug. You know, because one day, I don't think y'all, like, and if the only thing we coming together for is funerals, and hey, I don't go to those. I don't go to funerals. I'll be there for family, but I don't go to funerals. It's a big waste of money. It's a big waste of real estate with graveyards and headstones and stuff. It's basically a business, but that's neither here nor there. I don't do them. No disrespect to anybody that does. I just don't do it. And quite frankly, it's against how I want to live. Like, I don't want to have to wait to a funeral to see family. That sounds sick. That sounds sick. Is everybody just sitting around waiting to die? Let me know now. I don't want to be a part of it. Trust me, I don't want to be a part of it. That's why this don't feel like family. And then when somebody dies, it's gonna be, man, I was just supposed. I was gonna go over there last Friday too, cause you never know when it's gonna be your last time experiencing a family member. You never know when it's gonna be your last conversation, your last text message. And regardless of what y'all going through, you're gonna feel something when that person is no longer here. You're gonna wish you said some things that you didn't get to say. You're gonna wish you didn't say some things that you did. Stop leaving stuff on the table. This is family. I just like the word. I like the action. Words don't get stuff done. Action does. But it's crazy that ever since the people that have a problem with this post, now all of a sudden thumbs is working. Now you can text. Awesome. Now you know how to make phone calls. Awesome. Still in yet is anybody to text me or call me. The phone lines are open. Call now. Come on. I'll include free ship. Pick up the phone. This is nasty. This just so then if you have such a problem with the post, are your actions proving the post correct? Or are they disproving the post? Because if it's such a big problem, I'm reachable. That's the whole point of the post as well. We're not reaching out. I'm reachable. I've reached out. I guarantee I don't change my phone number. If you go in your call log and you haven't changed your phone, you can dial my number. You can start to dial my number and click call history. Tell me if the last call was an outgoing one to me or it was an incoming one to me. And if I have never contacted you, my phone lines are definitely open. My inbox is open. Let me know. A lot of you have different last names. I'm still coming to know the different last names. Go ahead, hit me up. I have no problem. Trust me, as you can see, I love on family. And I love the family dynamic. This one is just lacking crazy. I don't care what anybody has to say about it. Quite frankly. It is lacking. And if you feel like this is our best, I don't agree. I feel like we are way better than this. But if this is what y'all want to settle for, I'm not. You're not gonna get friction from me. You're not gonna get a push. You're not gonna get a pull. Now, and I'm not saying everybody's gonna be 100% perfect. I'm not saying everybody's gonna make it to everything. That is not the point. The effort is the love. Love is willingness. You have to be willing to do these things, to try, and not just say you're trying. Not words, actions. Many can attest, even like the family members that I've met in the recent times. They can attest. I pull up. I don't even participate in some of the things that's going on, but I just want to be around family. And I'm sitting there asking questions. So who's this cousin? Who's that? Who's that niece? Who's that uncle? Who's kin of who? That's what my main concern. And I know it can get annoying, especially if you know this like the back of your hand and you don't feel like talking about it. But these are one of the things my aunt can attest to it too. Every time she sits down, she starts getting into dates and times and stuff like that. Good morning. Getting into dates and times and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, what? Really? When was that? Who was that? I got another cup? That's crazy. Stuff that I enjoy, stuff that I want to know. So, my fault. I know it's old news to you. I'm still learning regular stuff. Like, why don't we have a family album? Anybody wanna? If you wanna get mad about something, let's get mad about the good stuff. Where's the family album? I don't care who you don't like. Where's the family book? How is there no family book? I wouldn't even have to bother you if there was a family book, would I? We wouldn't even have to have this conversation. I could just look in the book, go talk to the people I want to talk to. It's different. I wouldn't care if we was just throwing stuff on the grill and just talking. That's family's about congregating, talking. I wouldn't even care. I wouldn't care if there wasn't anything for me to eat on the grill. If you can't find some corn on the cob or some cabbage or some potatoes to throw on the grill, oh well, I'm chilling. I'm still chilling. But I wouldn't even care if there was no grill. If there was just a fire and we standing and sitting around it talking, chitting, chatting, slapping mosquitoes, Jurassic Park size mosquitoes. Joints John Dutton had in Jurassic Park. Um, yeah. So the thumbs is working, the phone call is working, so y'all can contact my uncle about what I'm saying, but can't contact me about what I'm saying. Then somebody calls my uncle to complain about the post, and then says, "Is Marquise there?" He said, "Yeah, he's right here." And you would assume that the next step would be pass him the phone, right? Nope, it's not, because then it goes back to what my cousin said, that people have time for the negativity, the violence, and the nonsense, but they don't have time for the love and the family stuff. So that would just go to prove it. Because if you did ask to pass the phone and that was the first time that you're trying to talk to me is about some nonsense, that's not family. So sorry. And my aunt brought me to the crib. My aunt pulled up to grandma's house. Sharon came out. So I'm pretty sure you knew I was here. But the only time you reach out is when you got a problem with a post. Family. But you know what? I don't. But you know, if you want to have a conversation about it, I'm still open to have a conversation about it. In fact, let's have a conversation about it inside my grandma's living room. You want to talk about it? How about that? You know, the house that my grandfather and grandmother worked hard to be able to buy, to provide for their many children, to be able to be passed down to all of their children. the place that should be considered sacred and holy ground. Let's have it there. Let's have a conversation there, because that's a big part of my childhood. Most of my memories of South Carolina are at my grandmother's house. Do y'all realize how that's a big part of the black community's disenfranchisement? Do y'all realize how a lot of my childhood memories in South Carolina include my grandmother's house? Should be a shrine somewhere of her in that house. Do y'all realize how real estate, housing is a weapon used to build their wealth and be weaponized against us? Like, do you get that? This is they used real estate as a way to build their wealth and keep us away from it. So it's not. I know it's not a big house. I know it's not in the best neighborhood in the world. I don't care. It has history, has sentimental value, and honestly, it could be worth more. It could have been rehabbed 5 times over. Especially now, because now I've had a great time since I've been down here chilling with my uncle. He's been including me in some memories that he's had, like revisiting times that he's had in his head. Like, dang, I forgot all about those times, and talking about that with me and sharing that with me, and I'm greatly appreciative, because again, one day we're not all gonna be here. We're not all gonna be here. So y'all got a problem with the post? Let's get back to this housing thing. Like, as far as I know, as far as I know, and especially knowing what I know now about real estate and houses and stuff like that, what I've been learning, the house could have been rehabbed 5 times over. There's no reason why it hasn't been. There's no reason why my grandmother doesn't have a shrine. There's no reason for a lot of things. Especially, I didn't know that there was some type of inheritance. Why would I know anything about that? Ain't none of that come my way. But if there was an inheritance and the house still wasn't rehabbed and put together nicely, then there's a problem. If y'all really want to talk, if y'all really got something to be mad about, let's get mad. Could have been rehabbed 5 times over. We could have bought more houses. We could have bought more land. You don't let me know. Wasn't there some other money that could have been used to rehab that house too? Moving forward, but listen, if y'all got a problem with anything I post from here on out, check me. Talk to me if it's a big problem. I'm right here. Then I got a problem with posting up the video of my uncle. Okay? Notice this. Notice this. I had to make sure it was still on. This is a microphone. Okay? If you watch the video, you'll notice that he's sitting down with a microphone on. The camera wasn't a candid camera, it wasn't hidden or anything. I asked him to sit down so that I could record these moments and record these times so that I could have it for history and be able to be passed down to future generations for those that will never get to meet my uncle, never get to experience his time, never get to experience his laughs, his jokes, his rambunctiousness. That's what I did it for. And I got permission to do. That's why it says BTS behind the scenes of branches to my history. It's the name of the piece that I'm putting together. Because I care about family history. I care about family presence. If y'all don't care, what's gonna happen if y'all don't care? Y'all gonna uninvite me to the family reunion that's never gonna happen? Because y'all not fighting for it. What's gonna happen? Y'all gonna not call me now? Like, y'all gonna double down on it? What? Now you're really not gonna pull up on me if I pull into town? What's gonna happen? This is nonsense. If you want to be mad about some things, there's a lot more stuff that we can be mad about. Or you can participate in the stuff that I'm trying to do, because this is very important. I'm pretty sure there's memories that y'all have forgotten if y'all sit down and talk about it long enough. But again, maybe I had that. Maybe I do that already. Maybe I haven't been a part of it. Who knows? Okay? I don't know. I can't be too specific, but if this is family, again, it sure don't feel like it. Show me something different. That's why, like, there should be a family rule book, because now people are telling me, just like, for instance, I said Virginia would be upset. My uncle immediately took offense to that, because he was like, you wouldn't call her Virginia to her face. You're right, because why would I have to call her Virginia? I'm saying Virginia as in a name, because then later on we had to keep on going back and Virginia this, but he said call her Grandma Butler. Easy solution. Still getting a name tatted on me. I don't know how you gonna feel about that, because I definitely got this cancer ribbon in lieu of her. It's supposed to be pink and get that refilled in and put a V in there, make it nice. But yeah. It's not like he didn't even know that. I don't remember what my grandfather looks like. So it's ironic that by the time I was born, if I'm not mistaken, my grandfather was already blind, so he never saw me, and I don't remember what he looked like. Would have been nice to have a few more pictures, right? Or if somebody like myself was thinking they had some foresight back then, like, we need to have this recorded to some degree. So, if y'all want to get angry, I hope that y'all point y'all anger in the right direction. And even more than that, I hope that you do something about it. Good, get angry. This is what it takes for y'all to have a conversation. Good. I don't care. No, I don't care. I'm going to say what I feel and say what I want. Right? Oh, for you wanting to say that my mother lied to me, my mother didn't lie to me about anything. She actually didn't tell me about anything. Again, talking before you get the facts. A lot of you are all upset because you're talking before you get the facts. You're speaking before you get an understanding, and that is not how communication nor understanding will work. It's not comprehension. It's not. She ain't tell me anything. I'm talking about from my experiences that I know for myself. Having had several people live with me that was family members off the strength of family, that's where I get my family love from. That's where I get that from. That's where I get like, all right, bam, if you bam, all right, boom. Y'all got this connect. Y'all can get you employment over here. Yo, you need some money, bum, bum. That's what I know. Do I ask for that? I don't ask for any of that. I don't reach out for any of that. When I was homeless, I was out, did my thing, struggled, got back on my feet. I don't reach out for stuff like that. I reach out to you. And then even in the midst of my homelessness, the family came up there and visited for whatever they was visiting for. I stopped what I was doing in the midst of my struggles. And I didn't bring no woes with me. I came smiling, chilling, showed them where the stores was, took them to the stores, walked with them, hung out with them. And I got back to my grind. Yeah, my mother didn't tell me nothing. Talking about from my experiences, what I've witnessed. I'm pretty sure she's done a lot more than what she's told me. talking about from what she's witnessed. Why that wasn't in South Carolina? Why would it be? You love it here? And I guarantee I would love it a lot more if y'all acted more like family and loved on each other a bit more. It would be a lot more enjoyable. But y'all like to argue and would you say they only come together for violence? But yet you're participating in it. Don't you ever say anything against my mother? Don't speak to her. Don't act like you love her when you're on the phone saying, "Hey, auntie." Don't be fake. See, I can't return the disrespect because I don't have any issues with my aunt. I'm not going to disrespect her. I'm not going to go out my way to disrespect her. That's how I was raised. Funny thing is, I asked my uncle, and I asked y'all, if my uncle Dennis was alive, would I even have to have this conversation about family not sticking together? This procrastination, this waiting, this acting like we're going to see each other tomorrow. Pose another question. I said, if my grandmother and or grandfather was both alive, would I have to have this conversation? Would I even have to say family don't feel like family? Because my recollections that anybody that comes to town, especially in St. George, grandma's door is wide open. And some hominy grits is going to get, oh my God. And see, next time I come down, grits. Grits. They got vegan butter. I think Country Crock is vegan too, because it's just margarine. And then they use it with vegetable oil. But if I can get some grits up out of you that tastes like grandma's, I don't know, foot rub might be in order or something. I don't know. Something. We're going to have to work that out. I don't know. Because I was told family don't count favors. So if that's a favor, I ain't got to count them, cool. But if need something, need them grits. But yeah, grandma's door was open. Food was going to be served in some capacity. Or you can go in there and whip up something. So y'all let me know. Because y'all would know better than I do for a lot of y'all that are claiming to be upset. Y'all know these people better than I do. I wonder how they would feel about how y'all behaving. Sure, they're going to have some disagreements, but you know what? They actually have to talk to each other to have those disagreements and to get to. And if there's all these rules, and I'm saying this should be a family rule book, oh, you know, my rules is going to be we got to meet up once every year, bare minimum, or once every other year, bare minimum. That's going in the book for me. I don't know, man. I don't know, but love y'all. And if I haven't learned anything else, sometimes you gotta love people for a distance. But I know if we was nosy in each other's business and loving on each other and looking out for each other, we'd be a lot further. There's an ancient African proverb that says if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. But if you don't want to go nowhere, the quote is useless. So I'm up for this. Keys open doors. Marquise Butler. This is also going in the piece too. This is going in history in my branches. So anybody that want to get interviewed and tell their side of the story, tell their history, tell her whatever, inbox is open. Peace.